Lonzo Ball has clapped back against Stephen A. Smith and said adamantly he's coming back. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, basketball fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm your host here, Haize, holding it down for just me. It's just me, just my channel. Just holding it down for me. But nonetheless, we're about to get into some news that may excite a lot of Chicago Bulls fans. So Stephen A. Smith, after Lonzo Ball's interview with Trae Young, came out and said in a tweet that he's hearing that Lonzo Ball is having difficulty even standing from a sitting position. Well, Lonzo Ball decided to respond with this.
Stephen A., who are your sources, bro? Please tell me who your sources are. Come on, man. You gotta stop yapping. And I actually like you, man. I don't even know you like that, but I like you. I'm coming back, man. Come on.
And in that video response, Lonzo Ball also ended it by saying he's coming back adamantly. Now, I want to be clear here, right? He has a long way to go before he's able to come back, but he did say in his interview with Trae Young that he's on path and on pace for whatever barriers and things that they set up for him. Now, does this mean that Lonzo Ball is actually going to be able to make a return to basketball? I still have my doubts in regards to that just by the nature of the surgery that he had, but I will tell you this, the fact that Lonzo felt comfortable enough to come out with all the things that have been said about him with the media over the last couple of years, this was when Lonzo Ball decided that he is going to come out and adamantly make a stance and a comment to say that he is coming back and returning to the game of basketball, showing it by standing and sitting on one leg, the injured leg in question. And so this is an exciting time. I will not lie, right? As I still hold my stance that I have my doubts. I've done my research on the surgery. I have my complete doubts about Lonzo being able to return at a high level to basketball. But even in what I talked about, right? I gave the numbers. Over 40 athletes were tested after having the surgery and monitored, and out of that, only 7 were able to return, and only 3 of those were able to return to any type of high-level athletic activity, right, as far as competing, and none in professional sports. So there still is a lot of barriers ahead of Lonzo Ball, but it seems like Lonzo Ball is confident and adamant that he's going to be able to make some type of return. How he looks in that return, that's the biggest question that we have around here and around Lonzo Ball and his ability to return from this injury. But I tell you what, between the interview, even though he sounded down and it seemed like some things were questionable, the knee looks a little bit stronger than I was expecting it to look, especially from a player that's already said that he's going to be sitting out the full 2023-24 season. So we'll see. I won't lie. This is exciting as a Bulls fan and just as a person who wants to see a guy who's not even 26 years old yet not be able to lose his career, his full career. Now, will he be what he was before? That remains to be seen. But if Lonzo Ball is able to make any type of return to basketball and be a player that can contribute to a winning team, that is much higher than the outlook was for him when this surgery was initially announced. Let me know what you guys think down below. I hold some pessimism because I do not want to get my hopes up too high, but I will not lie. As a Bulls fan, as a fan of the sport of basketball, I'm a little bit excited. Let me know what you guys think on everything down below. Make sure you're following the show at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Bulls related, and I love you guys, man. And like I like to end every episode, love you guys. Go Bulls. See red if you can, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.